Well, hello guys. This is episode 9, correct? 9. This is
that's
Kim
right.
here
That's right.
with
Relationship matters.
Odingo Jackson. You're not even introducing yourself this morning.
Hi everyone, good evening. This is Odingo Jackson and this is Odingo and Kim podcast episode 9, Relationship Matters. Yeah.
Excited about this one, baby?
Yes, indeed. So this week we will be addressing a very delicate but sensitive, delicate and sensitive subject of timing in relationships. All right? Timing. That's what we're going to be dealing with. Timing.
Oh.
Yeah?
Mr. Jackson, I'm going to allow you to take the lead on this one.
That's all right. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
So
what do
when
you mean
we
by
hear
that?
exactly, so okay, what do I mean?
Yeah.
When we hear timing, what comes to mind? A lot of people think about different things, but what we are looking at it from is the angle from the angle of you get into a relationship and some people have a certain idea as to how long it would take before, if this relationship is showing good, we should be married within a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. That might be one of the representative in the relationship perception. So, if I really love this woman, let's not propose marriage and we should be married within a year or 2 years. While the woman would say, nah, I'm not really looking at getting married like in a hurry. I want to get my career a certain way first. I want to make sure we have our house and we have to make sure that our income is a certain way before we get married.
Yeah.
So that's the woman's timing as opposed to the man's timing.
Okay.
And it might be vice versa. The man would say, probably I'm looking at getting married in the next 10 years.
What about people who don't believe in marriage, full stop? Because, there are people who are, they see the marriage thing as, it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
We've been living together for years.
And we're doing fine.
We're doing fine.
Yeah.
And if we just get married, things
will
will just...
complicated.
Yeah, things will get overly complicated, and that's when we're gonna start having issues.
Some people believe titles create problems.
Yes, I don't believe in that.
To each their own.
Yeah,
probably you don't believe in that, but that's how some people believe.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
And it works for them. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But timing, when I'm looking at timing, I'm all looking at, because this is an issue in relationships that a lot of people don't actually look at or take into consideration. But it is so important because after a certain time has passed in relationships, when you're with someone, after a certain time, when certain things don't begin to happen or they are not happening, one party begins to get a bit itchy.
Yeah.
They begins to get uncomfortable.
And I think from a woman's point of view, I don't want to be with anybody who's going to waste my time. I don't want to be with you 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, and then I'm still trying to figure out, are you still trying to get to know me? Because that's normally the song which is sung by a lot of men.
Yeah.
Don't take offense to that, Mr. Jackson.
No.
Because a lot of men will say, oh yeah, I need to get to know I need to get to know her. I need to know if she's wifey material. Listen, you have me for 6 years and you're still trying to figure out if I'm wifey material?
But can I just say to you, I mean, the reality of it is you could be with someone for 10 years and still don't know them.
Well, baby, yeah, that one, I struggle with that particular thing there. What you just said, I've heard that before, and for me, these are just time wasters. Because
I don't think
what
so.
are you doing with maybe 10 years?
Yeah, you could be with someone for 10 years,
what are you doing
and
with 10
they
years?
are pretending to be. They are presenting themselves as one thing. 10 years. And then someone
maybe that's a decade.
That's a decade, yeah. And that's a significant amount
Why
of time.
do you need a decade to still figure out?
No. Not to figure out who the person is. I'm telling you about people who are deceiving you for that amount of time, pretending to be someone in your life.
My goodness.
And the reason why is that some people are very good at manipulation, and they would make you believe that they are a certain way when really they have some very undercover things.
So you're gonna be playing that game for a whole decade?
Oh, there are people like that who would be in a relationship and they don't mean you any good, but they could see the benefits.
They're just playing with you.
Yeah, people do that. Male and female.
Wow.
Male and female.
Wow.
There are people who will be in a relationship with someone for a very, very long time, and they're not being sincere, they're not being honest, but the relationship is convenient, and that's the reason why we're looking at timing.
Because when you
some
say convenient, what do you mean by that?
Well, it's working for me, and I don't really care if it's working for you, but I know it's working for me. So I would make sure I produce the environment and produce all the conditions to make you believe it's
so
going
an
to work for you as well.
example of what, because I really want our listeners to understand this. So when we say it is working for you, for instance, maybe if I on my own was supposed to rent a property, it would have cost me an arm and a leg. This is a phrase we use.
Right.
Yeah, because most probably paying for a 3-4 bedroom house on my own is maybe close to 1,500 a month.
1,500,
But with you, I can go
can split
half.
it, yeah.
With you, I can split the bills.
Yep.
So basically, it is beneficial for me to be with you for certain financial purposes.
Yep.
Because I know there are people who do that.
yeah, of course.
You understand?
Of course.
Or maybe the sex is good.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I don't want to take it to the next level, but you know what? You rock my world in that department. So you know what? So
And
financially, half on the rent, and then they call
In
it
the
what
bedroom.
friends with benefits. Sometimes I've
Of
heard that
course,
phrase
of
before.
course, of
So this is working for us. But the intention for the other party, the person, like maybe from the male's point of view, because both men and women do that, so don't take it
of course,
personal.
of course.
So one of them do not have the right intention to take this to the next level. This is what you are saying.
Probably not the same intention, because probably that woman could find a man who has the very same intentions. Who are, I don't want to get married, but I want somebody in my bed, and I want somebody to split the bills with.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And they don't believe in, because marriage for different people mean different things. Marriage for some people mean a commitment. Marriage for some people mean that it's a guaranteed companionship.
Wow.
Right? So
Okay.
I'm committed to you, you're committed to me. Some people are married because they're wearing a ring. It does not mean that they're exclusive sexually with that person. It does not mean that they're going to they want to share their finances and so on with that person. You see? So we get involved.
It could just be a belief.
It's a belief.
It could just be something that they were brought up with, as to, you know what, you meet someone traditionally,
Yeah.
you have to put a ring on that person's finger.
Within a certain
and
time.
maybe it makes you look a certain way in society as
Of
well,
course,
because
yeah.
now you are Mr.
Mr. and
somebody,
Mrs. Yeah,
Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
But really and truly, it's just for title's sake.
Everybody's doing
Oh,
their
wow.
own thing. I'm doing whatever I feel to do, however I feel to do it. You're doing whatever you feel to do, however you feel to do
Okay.
it. And that's just what it is.
So let's
You
go
see?
back to the topic
Timing.
of timing. So when you say timing, I'm trying to make sure I understand this very well, Mr. Jackson, because today this is your topic.
Yeah.
So timing meaning, okay, I am with you. We're taking this relationship to the next level. We've started courting, we started dating, we've
Yeah.
moved in together.
Yeah.
Is it about knowing when it is the right time to say, I now want to take this to the next level? I want to either make you a permanent person in my life, to the point whereby I'm going to even now introduce you to the family members, introduce you to my children, introduce you to my parents. We're going to start talking about wedding bells. Is that where you're going with the topic timing?
I'm happy that you presented that way. I'm very happy that you presented that way.
Okay.
Timing in this scenario, it is it the right time? It is I, me, or our.
Okay.
Right. So is this the right time for me? Is this the right time for you? Or is it the right time for us?
Okay.
So when we're making decisions, I'm going to make a decision based on what I'm comfortable with or where I believe we are. Which means that I would have been looking at you and I would have been taking signals from you, and I believe this is where you are.
Okay.
So I believe we are corresponding well enough. We are on the same path.
Okay.
Or I believe, this is where I am. I don't think you are ready, but I would like to take you there anyway, because this is
Okay.
where I would like for us to be. So timing in the sense that, because a lot of relationships, we are in relationships where we are looking at how things are working for us. We are looking at how things are working for the other party. And we are looking at where we are as a collective. Because the relationship has a life of its own. So while we
course.
maintain our individuality, we are also looking at what is happening to us. What are we becoming as a unit? Whether we have children or not. Where are we coming? What are we becoming? Because timing, I'm also looking at relationships where, because for the within the interest of time, we can't go into in detail with everything. But I'm also looking at sometimes you are with someone, and you could see that this relationship is not working for you, and probably it's time to call it a day. It's time to say, well, goodbye. Time where I've come to realize what I want and what you are working towards. Two different things. And it's been how much years? It's been how much months?
Please don't waste my time any longer.
It's not even wasting your time. It is. I am becoming. The relationship is now beginning to poison me.
Oh, wow.
So I need to leave to maintain whatever shred of individuality
that is deep.
Sometimes you're in a relationship and the relationship begins to poison you. It begins to make you become a toxic person. It becomes a very unsavory environment.
And it begins to change who you really are, because a lot of people are not really healthy for you, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, in the beginning,
and that's why I always
think
it's not very wise to rush into things.
Nope. And that's why timing is important.
So, I've said that many times in our podcast about our parents used to say, Take your time to get to know the person that you are dating.
Of course.
You understand?
Yeah.
And for me, I'll give our viewers a perfect example. I mean, at the end of the day, me and you we started off as friends, innit? We were friends / were colleagues.
Yeah. Long time
for
ago.
a very, very long time, because we were both married to different people. You understand?
Yeah.
And then when we got to the place whereby we wanted to make this into a relationship, our lives had become,
we've gone different places. Our marriages were in a different place. Yeah.
But even so, when we
still took our time.
We took our time, because at the end of the day, listen, we've been hurt before.
Yeah.
I was in a marriage before. You were in a marriage before.
Yeah.
You understand? And I was not in no hurry to be rushing to be Mrs. somebody for no reason, because at the end of the day, I was Mrs. somebody for a long time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm just going to see where this is heading, because a lot of people do that, But I must say, though, there are, culturally speaking, because we're from Caribbean background, culturally speaking, I realize there's a difference between the Caribbeans and the Africans when it comes to that kind of thing, relationship-wise. Because we in the Caribbean we like to engage people forever.
Yeah.
You know that one.
You mean put an engagement ring?
Yeah,
so
like put an engagement ring. Yeah, we have the big celebration. Yeah, but it's just I've known people who are engaged, who've been engaged for 10 years, and up to now there's no wedding. They're just engaged.
Yes.
Or in the early stages, I think they just put a ring on your finger to make you believe something is about to happen.
Well, here we go back to timing.
Yeah.
So how long should an engagement last? Let's not answer that for right now. Let's not answer that one for now. How long should an engagement be?
How long
there should be a limit on an engagement.
100%. Because listen, no one is putting no ring on my finger for 5 years. I'll tell you that straight. Listen, if you don't make the wedding happen, I'll make it happen. I'll tell you that straight. Because for me, I don't believe in wasting my time. I don't believe in wasting your time. You understand? And I think, to be quite honest with you, some of us women just need to just put our foot down sometimes, because I think some men will be so comfortable in their ways. I'm happy with what we have right now. Why rush it? Listen, we've been together for 5 years. We've been together for 3 years. We've been together for 6 years. What more do you want? You come home, you get everything done. I'm already behaving like a wife to you.
Well, you see, there we are. You see, and that point, sorry to cut you there, but can I just jump in there just briefly? Please.
Without the tag.
Yeah. That's exactly.
So you're getting a wifey without the tag.
But timing, that's what I was saying in reference to timing. You with someone who is behaving like a wife.
Yeah.
But you still want to be a boyfriend.
Yeah.
But you want the wife in all of its glory. But you still want to be a boyfriend.
You just want to be a boyfriend. But you expect her to be a wife at home.
But it is, do you expect her to be a wife? Or she's already being a wife? Because this is two things happening there. Am I expecting you to be a wife while I remain behaving like a boyfriend and not a good boyfriend either? Or alternatively, are you now giving me the wifey, you being wifey, when you see I'm clearly being boyfriend and not good boyfriend either?
Oh my
I am
God.
not being good boyfriend, but you are being wifey because you're so eager to be wifey. You want to be wifey.
but-
Because that's what you want in
But
yourself.
to be on the women's defense here, baby, I don't think women are. I think it's who you are. Because for me, it's like I'm speaking from my experience.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be like boyfriend material, girlfriend material to nobody. I know how to be somebody's wife. Because for me, it's like if I'm gonna be living with you, you understand? I'm not trying to live with you because I want to be wifey. It's the things that I'm gonna do, the way I'm gonna look after you is the way that I know how to look after you. You understand? Make sure our home is beautiful. Make sure that there's dinner waiting for you. Make sure that I do certain things in the house to this is not me trying to be wifey. This is just who I am. You remember there are different categories of women. There are some women, listen, they don't business.
And that's the point.
They don't business. And
That's
I think
the
this is what men need to look for because, listen, they will come in and you'll say, did you cook anything? And they'll say, no, I thought you were ordering dinner.
Yeah.
And there's another woman, you'll walk in and she's already got a 5-course meal prepared for you.
That's too much.
You understand?
That's too much food.
Yeah. And she's already done the laundry. She's already ironed everything. She's put everything away. Your house is, listen, you don't even need to hire a cleaner. Your house is always well presented.
But you see,
well presented.
that's 100%
She's not
correct.
trying to make herself wifey material. I think that's who she just is because we were raised differently. I was brought up a certain way. I was brought up a way to make my home comfortable.
Yeah.
And for me, the man, you have to be a man enough to appreciate those things because I think this is where fellas go wrong because you're supposed to see with your eyes, my God, this woman, yeah? This chick here, she's not just any kind of woman. You see this one right here? This one right here is wifey material. You can see those things. And I think when you see the one where you come home and listen, the laundry everywhere, the clothes not washed, the dishes in the sink full, she's asking you what's for dinner.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then because maybe she's good in bed, you'll say, well, boy,
Hang around.
I'll hang around you because this one there, listen, this one she ghetto, she bad.
Yeah.
You understand? But the other person is more productive, more showing you like, listen, I can make your house a home.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I'm saying in reference to.
But that's the one you're gonna treat badly,
but we
though.
are looking at everything.
Yeah.
We're looking at everything. And when everything is, this is you. You're not every woman. But as you represented, there you will come and you will see. And I know when I was a younger man, and I was dating this woman and that woman, I would actually get that. I'll tell somebody I'm coming by, and when I go by to visit, listen, would you like some food? I've cooked this, I've done this, I've done that.
Yeah,
if I'm there, they want to clean my shoe, they want to clean my shirt, they want to do it, they want to iron my this, they want to do everything for you. A woman like that, when I was not looking for a wife, when a woman like that was trying to be wife to me, scared me. And I ran. I didn't want to hang around because I realized you want a wife.
You're too fast.
No. You wanted to. It's not even that. I wasn't looking for what you were. I was not looking for what you were
that person
offering
was too
me.
serious for you.
Yeah, so that I
you
was.
still wanted to play.
But some men, they would actually stay as if they want that.
No, because they
And-
like the benefits because it reminds
But
them
that's what it
of
is.
their mom. It's like, listen, because I've heard a lot of people saying, yeah, I like this person because they remind me of my mother.
Fair enough.
You
But then
understand?
what I'm saying is, this is a man is supposed to know for themselves and listen, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, I'm going to keep this. Or he might decide that, no, I don't want this. Or he might decide to stay, he might decide to go. But in reference to, and I think we could begin to wrap up a bit. The point we're making is, when you see certain things happen in a certain way, or you get involved in something, what is your time scale? What do you believe is, am I looking for a wife, or am I looking for a girlfriend? Can I see I walk in and everything is in chaos, or am I with someone who is going to try to help me to bring this together, to lock this down?
Or am I just with you for benefits?
Yeah, well, that's it. So we are looking at what timing makes sense. How long should we be engaged for? The engagement should have an expiry date, or a time frame. 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, a year, 1 year. And then we're looking at also, if you're with someone, how long are they going to say I'm sorry for, or make promises for? Promises has to have some fulfillment time period. Well, I promise I'll do this, or I'll stop this, or I'll stop drinking, or I'll stop smoking, I'll stop squandering the money, I'll stop gambling. When there are issues, when things are going really, really good, you also have to say, listen, we're going to have to keep this up until blah, blah, blah. So it's important for every relationship, for relationships to remain healthy, for relationship to continue to progress on a sensible path,
Yeah.
for a time frame, or to begin to consider a certain time scale within relationships to ensure that both parties are working within that time timing, within that time scale.
And can I just add to your closing? For me, for our viewers and our listeners, it is important for do not allow people to waste your time. And I think this is what we want people to get from this.
You can't get time back.
Do not allow anyone to waste your time.
No.
You understand? Man or woman. Do not allow anyone to take you for granted.
No.
Man or woman. Listen, if I am with you and I've been with you for 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, some people 10 years, and you're still trying to figure out what the plan is for my future or our future, and you're still undecided as to where I stand in your life, what meaning, what purpose I bring into your life, you're wasting my time. And if I've spent 10 years with you, I'm also at fault. You understand? I'm also at fault, because it's not just your fault, because I've actually allowed this time to pass. So I think for us, we just want people to be awoken. Open your eyes and see what is best for you. Do not allow yourself to be taken for granted. You understand? Is somebody just with you for benefits? Is someone is just using you? Because for me, if somebody has placed a ring on your finger, like my husband is talking about timing, listen, tell that person, give them a year, give them 2 years. People have planned their weddings for 3 years, and say, this is it. You're not going to put a ring on my finger and I'm going to be engaged to you for 5, 6 years, waiting for 15 years. That makes no sense. So always try to put yourself first in situations. There's nothing, we're not talking about being extremely selfish, but you have to think about you. What is this doing for you? Is this working for you? And acknowledge it's not just about the sex or the loneliness, because some people do not want to be lonely. That's another thing. So they will be with you because they don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
I've heard lots of things like that. But we're gonna close it right here. Thank you so much. I think we need a part 2 to this subject.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, send us your opinion on the matter. What do you think? What do you believe in? What works best for you? You know, on YouTube, put your comments below and let us know, what do you think? Once again, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate everyone. We appreciate you, and we'll see you again next Sunday.
Have a blessed week. Thank you very much.